Have you been to the Lord for your healing? Have you been to the Lord for your mending? Our God is the God of a comfort. He will mend your broken heart and give you peace of mind. Our God is an awesome God. Solace for the hurting. Solace for the hurting.
You are welcome to Solace for the Hurting. Thank you for joining us once again this beautiful evening on Solace for the Hurting. Our God is indeed the solace, the comfort for those that are hurting. I welcome you once again to Solace for the Hurting this beautiful Saturday. And I want to tell you, you go invite your neighbors and your friends and tell them that Solace for the Hurting is on air. We really, really appreciate you for always listening and participating in this program. God bless you. And of course, we pray that God will give you comfort on every side. My name is Okuchie Kong. I'm with Solace for the Hurting this evening. All right, we'll have a fresh, beautiful episode today on Solace for the Hurting. Thank you, child of God, for joining us. And you know what this program stands for. It's a program where we share life stories, life experiences of men and women that God has delivered from one challenge of life or the other. And we're here to tell you that God can also do it for you. Yes, God can set you free from that bondage. He can deliver you. He can heal you. Whatever it is, God is set to change your story. God, you are my helper. All right, we can boldly say on this program, pay attention. God has something to tell you this evening. My Redeemer, my God. And I welcome you once again. And we're moving quickly to the program. But before we move on, you listen to this. We'll be right back.
The Solace. Are you downcast, depressed, sad, wounded, broken, confused? Are you feeling lonely, abandoned, helpless, hopeless, battered, and shattered? Then rejoice, for help has come. Solace for the hurting. Solace for the hurting. Solace for the hurting is here for you. A program for you and yours, set to put you back together again. Every Saturday, 7 to 7:45 p.m. Solace for the hurting is coming your way on your favorite station, Family Love 97.7 FM, with the Kingdom Lady. You are not alone. Join us every Saturday for Solace for the hurting.
All right, you're welcome back. It's Solace for the Hurting. If you're just joining us, this is Family Love FM 97.7 in the city of Port Harcourt. We welcome you to this program, Solace for the Hurting. All right, today we have a beautiful episode, and you will love to hear the story behind this episode. And of course, we tagged it the power of relationship. We're talking about relationship today. We know what relationship is. The God we serve is a relational God. He made us in his own image so that he can relate with us. And this evening, we're going to look at the power of relationship. What relationship can do for you. Relationship can make or mar you as a man, as a woman. It depends on how you manage it. And if you walk into the right relationship, I can assure you, your life will shine brightly. But if you walk into the wrong one, wow, God will help you. But all right, today I have with me in the house a very good reverend in the house, is a minister of the gospel. And I always tell you on this platform, I love reverend ministers. Why? Because they normally have something beautiful that God has done for them. And so today I have a special guest with me in the house, and it's none other than Reverend Etim Abel Umanah. Yes, that's his name, Reverend Etim Abel Umanah. He's here to discuss on the power of relationship. You'll get to hear from him what relationship can do for you. So Reverend Etim Abel Umanah, I welcome you to Solace for the Horton. Good evening.
Thank you, Okuchi. I think you've said it rightly, the power of relationship.
Oh, I welcome you, Reverend. Thank you for gracing our studio this evening to tell us the story on power of relationship.
And I want to thank God for this opportunity.
All right,
And
Reverend, without much wasting time, let's move into the story.
Okay. Like you said, that's my name. My name is Etim Abel Umanah. I happened to meet, I'm from Akwa Ibom. In the year 2000, I was in Lagos. I met a friend on the platform of a Ministers' Summit organized by Living Faith Church. And I was given opportunity to testify. It was done before I was operating without submitting to maybe a higher minister or so. So I have to testify that I was eating and dying alone. Papa Yedepo was just sitting by the corner, and after the testimony, he exclaimed, he said, "Do you see that man from Port Harcourt? He has cut the lights, and no man shall take it from him."
Wow.
And then, as I stepped down, a pastor gave me a complimentary card. I actually wanted to open a branch of our church in Lagos. As I said it, he gave me his complimentary and said, "I will take care of you all your stay in Lagos." That was how it started.
Just favor.
Just like that.
All right.
Took me to his house, took me in his car round, and to cut long story cut short, I happened to know a man in his church around Mafuluku. Then we relate, continue until the year 2001, when the man's wife died. Not the pastor. This one is a pastor that was under him working in the finance department.
All right, let's get the story clear. You met a pastor,
Yes,
who said, "I will house you for the days you
which
stay in
he
Lagos."
did.
And as he did that, you met a younger pastor that is
Under
working
him,
with him.
under
All
him.
right, okay.
It was this pastor that had an issue. His wife just put to bed and died.
Wow.
He was in a state that you can't explain. I called him, talk with him, see what I can do to awaken him. He called me by name, "Reverend Umanah, you can't understand what I'm going through." We gave him some volume 5 in those days. We pack about 10 and give him to drink. He drank it, couldn't sleep.
Ah.
It get to a state that I needed to pay my personal tithe to him because there was much money, that's our language, with him. And then to help him survive. Occasionally, I will need to talk with him. Then he kept on repeating. He said, "I can't sleep, Reverend Umanah. You don't understand. You don't understand." So sometimes I need to sip garri with him, sit on the floor with him to enable him put something in his stomach because he refused to eat. I talked with him today.
Wow.
I told him I'm going to share this testimony.
Wow.
He permitted me. So a time came, stood by him, condescended, make sure I encourage him. Eventually, I left Lagos after establishing a branch for stayed there about 2 years, off and on. Get back to Port Harcourt. I managed that relationship.